Let's head to South Africa, where a gun club in Cape Town is offering locals the chance to relieve some stress. At the weekend, it held an open day for the public to drop by and use a range of lethal weapons. CCTV's Travis Andrews has that story.
Competitive sports shooting requires some serious skills. There are around 20,000 registered shooters in South Africa, and they're a dedicated bunch. The False Bay Sports Shooting Club at the weekend opened its doors to the public.
The aim of the whole open day is to introduce people into sport shooting, hunting, etc. It's also the idea for people, Joe Public, to be able to shoot firearms that are restricted, firearms that are specifically required for sport shooting activities.
From sniper rifles to AK-47s, many of these weapons were made famous in movies. Although certainly a lot louder in real life. Paul Henkel is a South African gun champion. He explains why this sport has become so popular.
Basically, a lot of the sports that we have in South Africa for shooting is it's one gun, so either handgun, rifle or shotgun, and they're not interlinked, whereas this sport brings all three of them together, and you shoot it on one stage. So it's a lot more action-packed, a lot longer stages, you shoot more rounds.
That's a skill that requires years of training, though competitive sport shooting has largely been confined to within South Africa. But the sport is growing and there are plans to roll out various leagues throughout the continent. And there's some Wild Wild West action too, for anyone who's keen.
We just like the old cowboy guns, and also dressing up in the period outfits is what also is a big part of the sport, so that you look as if you could have just stepped out of the pages of history.
The whole thrill of being able to shoot a firearm, but while also still being safe, you know, and that's also one of the aspects of, especially cowboy action shooting, it's actually a family sport.
It's certainly not a sport that should ever be tried at home. And for me at least, it's best to stick with what I'm good at. Travis Andrews, CCTV, Cape Town.